Ladies and gentlemen, oh wow, we have good sound. Mesdames, Messieurs, Sedati, Kiri, my few words in Greek. Welcome, my name is John Andrews. It's a great privilege to welcome you all here for the 7th Sustainability Conference, the summit. Sustainability is a wonderful word. What do most people mean by it? I think most people probably think, well, we want a sustainable world in which we preserve all the living standards that we have now in the rich world, and somehow we manage to raise those in the developing world to the same standards. Well, that's a wonderful goal. Will we achieve it? Well, the UN, you probably remember, in 2015 set 17 sustainable development goals. They cover everything from eradicating hunger and extreme poverty to providing clean water and affordable energy. And we're supposed, as a world, to achieve that goal, those 17 goals, by 2030. In other words, we've got 7 years to meet that target. Will we meet it? Well, I have my doubts. Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, says in the latest report on the SDGs, the COVID-19 pandemic and the triple crises of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution are having a devastating and lasting impact. This has been amplified by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which has driven increases in the prices of food and energy and in the cost of access to finance, creating a global cost of living crisis affecting billions of people. Well, I don't want to quote Mr. Guterres at too much length, but just one other little bit from him in this report on the status of the SDGs. Progress on more than 50% of targets of the SDGs is weak and insufficient. On 30%, it has stalled or gone into reverse. These include key targets on poverty, hunger, and climate. And then here's this little kicker in what he says. Unless we act now, the 2030 agenda could become an epitaph for a world that might have been. Well, frankly, it's hard to be optimistic. I mean, I think by nature I'm an optimist, and it's, we live in hope, we are a creative species, etc. But The Economist has already said that the goal of limiting the rise of the world's average temperature to a maximum of 1.5 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial level is actually unachievable. On the other hand, if we don't achieve that goal, if we don't get close to it, then there will be a horrendous loss in our biodiversity, and there will be real threats to our food supply. Already, all the experts predict that this year will be the hottest since records began. Well, in a few days' time, will be COP28, the Conference of the Parties, COP28 in Dubai, 10 days from now. Will that give us cause for hope? Or will it be another case of what Greta Thunberg calls blah, blah, by the great and the good? Well, I hope that this Sustainability Summit here in Athens steers clear of blah, blah. We are privileged to have some very, very good speakers covering a huge range of topics. I'm going to be chairing the conference along with my colleague, Alistair Ross, who is much more eloquent than me. But the man who is, I think, more eloquent than either of us is Andreas Papandreou. Andreas, could you come to the podium here and open the session? Thank you.